Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Lawrence. His throw here's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got Plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And Lambo will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off and just shutting him off there. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Quick throw outside, that's complete. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Set 50, plant. Let's go. Hey, check, right 21.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Yellow. Check the back.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And some room to work. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there out of Cook.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. Well, that ball is caught by D.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown. D.J. Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. He'll get to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On the ground, it's Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Second and 6 from the 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
They are not ready for us.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamar Chase, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot.
And this is caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Flush to his right. And Shark calls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That's where we are.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this